in reality, in the books, in movies, and it will go down, I think, as one of the great sports stories of all time. And Madiba was, of course, the architect of that story, and what he meant to the players, what he meant to the nation, what he sensed he could use sport for at that time, and which became one of his great legacies, and I think will, for us sports people, remain a great legacy of his, how important sport is in our society. And it's not the all cure, but it certainly is necessary and is is so significant to the world, and we see that today. And I think it's because everybody, wherever you were in the world, there was something you could
of Nelson by thousands of South Africans, and it was quite a surreal moment, obviously ending up in a victory where he held the trophy aloft with Francois Pienaar. I never knew, and the leadership that he showed, and the guidance of not just changing a few lives, but a generation of South Africans, and the influence he had over the world. We are very lucky to be able to call him South Africa
to what he's done for our sport. In fact, I would go as far as to say that without Mr. Mandela, we wouldn't be in the state that we're in today as rugby. This park with Francois Pienaar holding up the Webb Ellis Trophy, and since then we've had an enormous amount of goodwill and support from all South Africans for rugby. We in rugby can only say thank you to him, thank you to his family, and thank you for the sacrifices that he made for rugby and for South Africa. And we're really proud to be South Africans today.
Yeah, I can just remember, you know, the feeling when we saw him walking out at the stadium. It was a big day for South African rugby and for South Africa as such, but when he was wearing that number 6 jersey, I think it just got everyone involved, and it made everyone feel so proud. So he's such a he was such an immense person, and it's a sad day today, but I think it's also a celebration of an unbelievable life.
You also had the good fortune of meeting him on a few occasions. Just tell us about some of those times.
Yeah, well, you don't speak much when you're in his company. You listen to the man because he's just so wise, and I must say the Springboks and Nelson Mandela had a very good relationship, and every time that we saw him prior to a game, we usually played pretty well and we never lost the game. So it was always that Madiba magic. I've got a very special photo here at home with Madiba and the World Cup and myself. So that's pretty special, and we'll just remember him for all the good things that he did for South Africa and the world. Well, forgiveness. I think that's just the thing that stands out for me about him. To have gone through what he went through. To stand up for a lot of people and fight for something that he believed in, and to get it right eventually. And then just to forgive immediately after that, and move on and change so many lives. Like I said, not only in South Africa but all over the world. And he was an unbelievable person. I think it really is a day where it is sad, but also again the whole world will take a bit of a time on and just think about the man. Madiba definitely showed that sport can change the world, but you need someone to actually put it together, and he was that link between sport and the people of South Africa. He loved his sport. He got to love rugby as well, and definitely we had a fantastic relationship with him as a Springbok team. We'll always remember the Madiba magic, and we'll celebrate, like I said, a life that was unbelievable, a life that changed the lives of people not only in South Africa but all over the world. And today I think we should stand up and applaud a life that was well lived, and a life that changed a lot of other lives.